don't think so. Remand's not great against Affinity either, although we're on the play. Maybe more sweepers. Explosive seems nuts. Now, when you bring in the Stony Silence, do you side out the Thopter Sword, or is Thopter Sword so powerful that you either won the game because you stonied him or because you found Thopter Sword? If we had one more turn, we actually would have turned the corner. Spell Skites are good versus Ravager. I like Spellskite. Now remember, if we're bringing in the Stony, you need to be aware that, well, there's a chance that we turn off some of our own stuff. But I feel like Stony's just so powerful in this matchup, it's fine. Because if we found it, we won anyway. If we didn't find it, we probably needed it to get to where we were. So, let's do it. Is there anti-synergy? Oh yeah! If you're going to bring in Stony despite having some artifacts. Oh yeah! But you know what? When it comes to something like Affinity, the Stony's just so powerful. I would keep this. It's the weakest of the cycle. Get probe, gut check, surgical. Stone is awkward, but it's a necessary evil. I think so too, not gonna be some. Molds to 5. Okay. So the question is, what duel do you start with? Do you start with Foundry because we have an island? That's why we have the Foundry in the list. Memnite. Memnite Shyamalan. What do you got? Springleaf. Pest. Okay. Overmaster likes a leading Foundry. I do too. Sudden Shock. Spell Skittles. I think you play the Spell Skite. Blocks the Memnite quite nicely. Yeah, I don't think it was a cycle. Because there were more CMC ones that existed. No attacks. Steel Overseer. I'm pretty sure I'm going to kill that. Quite quickly. Surgical was a rare. Right, some of those were common, some of them were rares. Second Founder. Okay. Not much, Coleus. How you doing, friend? It's been a little while. How you been? What about Noxious Revelark? It seems obnoxious. Is he going to animate those Nexi and get in? If I was the Affinity player, that's what I would do this turn. There you go. So he's going to animate a Nexus. Attack with the Pest to the Nexus. Grow the Nexi. Doesn't he also have a pump here? Yeah, he does have a pump on the Nexus with the other Nexus. So he gets to get in 3. Not bad. How's it going, Luce? So do you spend this turn going Path, or do you spend the turn playing out the Foundry and then we have Thopters? We're at a relatively nice life total. I actually think I'm going to take the turn off to just deploy a Foundry and say go. And is that our undoing? It could be. Taking a turn off to do that, he gets to punch in another 3 damage. Slash Panther. Waiting for video to load. You outside? What are you talking about, Loose Love? Oh, Galblast? Okay. Am I outside? Perfect day to replace the windshields. We hits for 4, actually. Planes. Okay. So we could deploy the second foundry and have double path up. Now, why do you want to deploy multiple foundries? Well, we could sack one foundry to the other foundry and have a profitable block on the signal pest. I actually kind of want to spend the turn doing that. Like, profitable block on the signal pest and then path something else. It depends on what he plays, though. Five cycles in the set. Praetors, X-Arches, Chancellor's Shrines, Soul Eaters. I remember most of those. Vintage equals modern. What do you got? An Overseer? Okay. I mean, we have a profitable block on the Signal Pest, right, with our Thopter? Which is exactly what I'll do. He has no interest. Okay. So what about... sack a Foundry, path the Overseer. Thundering Tanadon? I'm pretty sure I'm the only person to ever try it. Or we're like the only people crazy enough to try that. Okay, so now what? We can just chill. I think we just chill. I think you just chill. Is there a donation goal currently? Video won't load. I don't think so, Loose Love. I don't remember setting one. Overmatch says just snap bolt. Snap bolt the Nexus. False Scourge. Okay. Snap Foundry. So you're thinking snap bolt? How's it going, Loose Love? Snap bolt Scourge? I think so too. Or you can take out the pest, but let's take out the false Scourge. What about snap path? You could. Do we want to start getting in there? If he's blocking, we're in a good position, right? When the affinity player starts blocking, we're looking pretty good. Would he trade the Memnite for the Snapcaster Mage? Do you bolt the Memnite and then get in with the Snapcaster Mage guaranteed? It's unlikely he has another basic. Okay, would you path Memnite, hold both bolts? That's reasonable. That's a reasonable thought. Clear the way for the Snapcaster. The Thopter's better at blocking here, I think. He didn't have another basic. You were right, Overmaster. Just a mountain. You were right. Beginning the slow beatdown. Called it, baby. You were right. What do you got? Rava? Ravager? Okay. Now, where do I bolt the Ravager? Because if I do it here, he's able to survive, and now we're sad we spent the path. Bolt it now. He has enough artifacts to survive. He has to sack his whole board to keep it. Do not bolt now? I don't think you can afford to bolt now, Terror and Terror, because he has enough permanence to protect the Ravager. Bolt after blocks. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3 other artifacts on this table. If I bolt now in response to him getting a counter on it, he could still keep the Ravager alive, right? He would sacrifice, he'd animate the Nexus, sack Darksteel, sack Drum. So it's not worth either. Why did we spend the path? That was silly. Yeah, we can't afford to bolt now either. Okay, now we can. Because he could, well, no, he can still sacrifice 2 other artifacts. We need a second red. Yeah, second red or snap or path. Why did we spend the path? That was silly. Could get us killed here. Okay, second red. There you go. Do you just toast it now? Just let the damage happen? That was silly, my bad. What are you talking about, Overmaster? Oh, what? Telling me we should use the path? It's fine, dude. Okay, so if you bolt... Just bolt. Do it while he has no mana? Okay. Toast it now, says Energy G. Toast! Brew toast? Do it while he can't move it to anywhere? We have plenty of blue mana, right? No, we don't. We don't have enough for Cryptic. Fudge. We have to make a decision. Are we hitting another Cryptic, or do we want to just kill this for the least amount of damage taken? It's more likely we see another land before we see the other Cryptic. Does that mean that's the right play? No. Am I doing it? Yes. Oh, that's not a May? Really? It's a May. He didn't have to. No, he had to target the Thopter, though. No, he didn't have to put the counters on the Thopter. Why did he scoop there? Alright. Yeah, it is indeed a May. Yay, bigger Thopter. No, it's a May. It's definitely a May. That'd be hilarious if it wasn't a May, though, Overmaster. I tell you what. That would be cool. Opponent hunt tilt. Type decking versus Colonnade seems bad. Mind Slaver. I think I liked our board okay. What about a Johnny? Is that something we should explore? Resto fantastic. Lincoln Zelda approve. Do they? Why would you blink your own Phantasmal? Johnny does look good in this matchup. Blood Moon seems great, says Josh. Affinity can still function under Blood Moon. It turns off the man lands, I'll give it that, but they can still function. This hand's average.